Hello everyone, Allie here, and welcome to the Gold Mine. Thank you so much for joining me here on another episode in Allie's Treasure Trove. Today we do have a new episode of Alley Chats, and also I will be going over some of the stuff I picked up this past weekend at Nordstrom and also at Sephora for that sale that they have going on for the VIP members, VIB, what is it? Beauty Insider, whatever the sale is at Sephora. I did pick up some stuff at 20% off and also went to go visit Katya Beauty Style at Nordstrom and picked up a few things there. Was asking for recommendations primarily on brushes, and I also found a cute palette that should be in here somewhere. But we'll go ahead and start off with showing you what I have in here. I have some samples. We have a Blur Primer sample from Yves Saint Laurent. Also have several beautiful Magnolia Parfum samples from Estee Lauder. Now I think we ended up getting like a total of 4 of these. And I say we because my mom, I gave her 2 and I took 2. Not bad. I'm not going to put it on. I'm actually already wearing perfume today. I have a bad habit of saving up and then getting nice perfumes, fancy perfumes on sale. Usually Black Friday sale at Ulta is usually 15% off, so that's pretty good, all things considered. Or if I find like nice box sets at TJ Maxx, sometimes you find. Last year I found a couple nice Coach perfumes that I'd been looking for a while, the sets, and I was like, that was a good find. But sometimes it's a hit and miss. I haven't seen anything good this year at all, so we'll see. It's only the start of November. So I'm already wearing perfume. I do have Gucci Bloom on if you guys want to know what I smell like. I don't know if that's weird or not, but I have a bad habit of collecting perfumes and then I don't want to waste it. It's expensive. And then I just never use it. And it's like, why do I have it? It's so weird. I don't know. Mentally, it's a mental block. I'm like, I don't want to use it because it's expensive, and then I just never use it, so why'd I buy it? It's this weird circle. But I picked up at Sephora, there was this, I wasn't planning on getting this, I was just planning on getting, like, I needed more spray, the setting spray, I needed sponges overall, cleansers, so I got a couple of these Beauty Blender, one's at home, one I brought. I stocked up on some moisturizer and other stuff, and then I'll think and see if there's anything else I need. It's just 20% off at Sephora. It's good to just get a bunch of stuff that I know I'm going to need anyways, because it's a good deal. But I saw this. This was cute. It was a Too Faced little specialty holiday set. It says, "You're so hot." The marshmallows are adorable. But it came with a lip gloss, which is a brown color, which is nice. I don't know what I'll wear today. On camera, this is showing up more green. It's really just like a... That's gonna sound weird, but like burnt yellow-brown color, but it looks much more green on camera. I'm not complaining. I love the way it looks there, but it's weird that it doesn't look what it looks like in person. So I'm probably gonna try it for something more brown. And then also came with a bronzer, which I don't really use bronzer. I use it to cut my chin to make my face more defined and less circular, but I don't like... I used to try and put like a little up here, but then it was just taking off my foundation, which I don't think that was supposed to happen, so... didn't have that. But I also got this at Nordstrom. I just put it in the Too Faced bag to carry it. But it was cute. Christmas coffee. It's not focusing. Yeah, whatever. But smells good. The thing about Too Faced, I don't understand why everything they make is scented, but it always smells good. So those are some nice colors. Ooh, I'm not sure if I should wear that today. I was thinking, because actually my mom and I split up. We got that gift box from... I think Estee Lauder. It doesn't actually say on here, but that did have eyeshadow palettes in it, so I was like, maybe I'll use that, because she took the skincare, I took the makeup. So there's these colors, which is a little not my style, but this one is more so my style. It's a little bit brighter. I do like the neutrals. I just don't use neutrals too much, because I like having fun colors, but this is, you know, normal wear. So maybe, I don't know which I'll use. Maybe the Too Faced, maybe those palettes. So what else did I pick up? Ooh, I wanted to smell this one. This is a Tiffany sample of perfume. It's called Rose Gold. I'm not smelling anything. Like I said, I'm not going to put anything on because I'm already wearing. But I remember seeing, like, the little display for it as fancy. I was like, I wonder what that smells like, because, of course, I'm still walking around my mask and stuff. Ooh, I like this one. Perfect by Marc Jacobs. This is, like, a newer one. I tend to like the majority of Marc Jacobs perfumes. I do actually have a decent amount. I used to be able to find them past couple years at, like, TJ Maxx and stuff. Again, those nice holiday gift sets. Alright, this one I can smell faintly. Oh, it's not bad. But, like I said, I haven't been able to find anything. Oh, more receipts. Save that for my taxes. Alright, so this is a Jo Malone sample. English Pear and Freesia Cologne. That's good. I like that. That's good. That's good. That's good. This was a lipstick. The darker lipstick from, yeah, I believe it was Yves Saint Laurent. It should say. You'd think it'd say. No, Estee Lauder. Was it Estee Lauder? Okay, yeah, so Estee Lauder makeup. I've never used before. There was a bright red. I don't like bright red in general. My mom does though, so I left her with that one. I took the brown one. There's the other Magnolia sample. Like I said, I got this thing. I actually got 2 of these, 3 sponges and 2 cleansers. It was a good deal already, and then at 20% off, I was like, yeah, that's good. Because I got a second sponge, as you guys know, so that's that way I have a backup when I forget to clean it, but sometimes I forget to clean both sponges. So it's good to have more. Daisy is a nice one. My favorite Marc Jacobs perfume is Honey. I do have, that was the first full-size perfume, like real perfume I ever purchased. That one's a really good one. Oh, there's another primer sample. I got this spray. I've been using a lot of pattern products on my hair, so this is a Hydrating Mist. So I'm hoping, I figured we'd try it out on camera together. My hair's a little bit frizzy, so maybe that'll tame it a bit. And I got stocked up on Urban Decay, and I figured go ahead and try some of these brushes. So I've never used this brand. I've honestly never heard of it before, but I went over to see Katya, because she works at Nordstrom. And I was like, hopefully she's there. And then I did the awkward thing. She was actually with the person doing their makeup. So then I just kind of circled around forever and hovered. And the other employees thought I was weird. And that's just classic Allie, just hovering. They're like, you need help? I'm like, no, I'm just looking around. Yeah, I'm just looking at everything. I've never been in here before. And they're like, okay, weird. I was like, I hope they don't think I'm stealing something. I'm just circling around for like a while. But I was looking mainly for eye brushes. She did recommend these. They were a pretty good deal as well. Like, actually really cheap. I was surprised. I think, it was what, like maybe like 20 or 25, and same thing on this one. I think one of them might have been 30. I think the face brushes. So the powder brush, foundation brush, I probably won't use much, but the other twos I should be good. She said they're very soft and recommended them, so definitely my Marc Jacobs brushes that I found a while ago at TJ Maxx. They're starting to fray a bit just from cleaning them. I don't know if I've been too rough with them, maybe, but they're just not applying as well as they used to. Like this one, let me see, I'm not sure if it will even focus, but you can see it's fraying on the sides, so then when I put it on, it just doesn't go in the spots that it's supposed to go, and it just makes my, and then I have to work on cleaning it up, and it's just not good application anymore. So like that brush I noticed before I started, I already dipped it in my powder, my eyeshadow powder last night, and before I noticed, but then I just flipped it over and only used the one side of the brush, and it looked okay. So it's just one of those things where I'm like, I need to get new brushes, and I was like, this is the weekend to do it. Went up to International Plaza in Tampa, because that has a real Sephora. Part of me is wondering, like, ooh, these feel soft. These are nice. I like these. I like these. Ooh. Alright, so one is a blending brush. That's this one. This is angled shading. Okay, and this is a tapered blending brush. I don't really know what this means. Probably going to use this one, because this one just looks easy. I am not very talented at this. I just happen to make looks that look alright. I've been using these Marc Jacobs brushes. I know this is supposed to be for like lid only, and then you're supposed to use like, you want to use for like the crease, supposed to use like fluffy for like up top. I'm like, nah, I just, boom. I know how to use one style of brush, so hopefully I'll learn a bit more as I continue to use these, but I don't know. So this is LaRousse brush sets. I'll fold these up for recycling later. These are cool. I like the packaging. Put this on the assorted pile of stuff I have to open today. I'll put these back in the bag for now. That is good, though, that I picked it up, because I feel like also, just because I use it every single time, it's getting frayed. Also, my Marc Jacobs, the blush brush that I use. So one of those would actually probably be pretty good to use in my face. Alright, so I showed off everything. Do I want to use my new bronzer? I don't think so. What is this? Oh, this was a Laura Mercier sample lip gloss. That's cute. I do think I want to use something a bit darker. Christmas Cocoa. Oh, this probably is scented too. That makes me just want to eat it. Too Faced products make me want to just eat them. Why do they do that to me? I don't know. A super cute bag. I was like, I want this bag. You're so hot. Because it's hot chocolate, get it? So that was cool. I have way too much stuff. Here. Put all these samples away. You know, actually, I should just take these for recycling. The actual... Because they say on them what they are. So let me actually take all these out. Just... because that saves a lot of space. All those turned into just this. Easy. Put them in there. Also, one thing I wanted to get, and then I cheaped out on, and I was like, yeah, I'm never going to own one of these, is I was like, oh, you know, also at the Nordstrom, there's a real Dior counter. I've been really enjoying this Dior Prestige Le Nectar sample. And I was like, you know, it's Dior, it's, you know, it's a serum. I was like, oh, you know, maybe splurge a little bit. It seems to be working really well for me. I like it. It smells good. I feel fancy. It's like perfume. My face smells good. And I'm like, you know, what's it gonna be? Like, what, 125, 150? I've seen some nice serums like Yves Saint Laurent, Estee Lauder, like in that range. I was like, maybe, you know, splurge a little bit, try it out. If it works well, then I can get it again, you know, treat myself holiday season. And I found it. I was like, ooh, there it is. I have been looking at, like, you know, if I go in the mall, I've been going recently, because, you know, there's a lot of kits and stuff out for sale, so I've just been looking. And I was like, oh, cute. You know, some stuff, but any Dior counter, like at Dillard's, Macy's, it's just, I haven't seen it. They don't have a lot of skincare. They have a little bit, they don't have the prestige line, so that should have clued me in. That should have clued me in the first place. But I found it, I was like, oh, there it is. You know, 1 fluid ounce full size. I was like, how much is it? $435. I'm like, yep, okay, never mind. Not buying that. I'd like to. Like, I just want to live out my dreams where I look like Natalie Portman, and covering myself in Miss Dior perfume and wearing Dior makeup would be the only way I feel like I could accomplish that. So I want, you know, if I could afford to live in Dior, I would. It'd make me happy, I would think. I don't know. For all I know is that, like, makeup wouldn't even react well with my skin type, but, like, my dream is be decked out in Dior. I don't know. I feel like that sounds really dumb, but it's true. I feel like Natalie Portman could advertise just about anything and I'd buy it. I say the same thing about Taman. Like, I've told my mom Taman could advertise a refrigerator and I'd be like, cool, I'll get that one. Why? Well, Taman said it was a good refrigerator. You know, I always say, I see dumb stuff. I'm like, man, who's going to McDonald's buying all these fancy meals, like the Travis Scott meal and the Saweetie meal and all different kinds. I'm like, that's weird. And I see other people do advertisements for stuff. I'm like, nah. Natalie Portman does an ad. I need to buy it. She's got me hooked. I just want to live my Padme dreams. All right, let me see. I mean, there's gonna be. I say, let me see if there's anything in my eyebrows to fix. The answer is always yes. Even though I do them before I leave for work. Hashtag Greek life. Not like sorority life, but like actual real Greek. Just constantly be like, oh, where'd that hair come from? That's Greek life. Alright. I need to have my eyebrows waxed. Because they crawl up here, and I'm not good about, I mean, it's not that bad. Alright, it's always never that bad, right? Well, it's like, I'm good at keeping here clean, I'm good at keeping the middle, but like anything up here, I'm like, There's just, then it gets to the point where there's just so much of it, and I'm like, oop. Like, I'll pull the dark ones, but sometimes I just catch myself, like, in the rear view mirror when I'm driving to work, and I'm like, wow, I didn't realize there's that much, I mean, stray hairs there, just because they blend in, you know, they're like, I won't say clear, but blonde, they're like blondes, like, I don't see them very much, so then sometimes I just catch the light, and I'm like, ew, yikes. And also part of me is like, I haven't been for a facial in a while, you know, just to get, you know, clean things up, you know, blackheads. It's not as bad as it used to be. My skin used to be a lot worse. It used to be a lot bad. It's still bumpy. I actually got on Amazon because I'm tired of these things. I don't know if you guys have ever seen them. Let me get real close. Let me get insecure. Not this one. I don't know what that is. But like these spots right here. I've been to the dermatologist and like I've had them removed before. I think I think they're milia. And I think that's what, based on all my Googling, has told me. So they're not whiteheads, because whiteheads you can pop. They actually either need to be removed or they go away on their own. But I've had them taken out before. It's just I keep going like every year to my dermatologist and I'm like, hey, can you get these out? And she's like, they're very close to your eye. You should see if they go away. And it's been like 3 years and they haven't gone away. So I ordered this like serum on Amazon. I don't know. It was like $15. Milia spot treatment oil thing. And I've been putting it on and I can't tell if they're actually shrinking or it's just all in my head. But putting on here because I have a bumpy chin. I've been putting them there. So maybe they'll finally go away. It had really, really good reviews. To the point where I was suspicious. I was like, are these fake? And I'm like, it's natural oils. I mean, if it doesn't do anything, it's not going to hurt my skin. Because actually the dermatologist recommends willow bark. And I'd put them on and it just didn't really do anything. But it's a mix of that and like other stuff. I'll keep you guys updated if it works or not. If it doesn't work, you'll probably never hear about it again. But if it does work, I'll be so happy that these things are gone. Even though I don't think you guys can really even see them. Because they get covered up. Like even my eyeshadow most of the time, you can see it a little bit. But when I'm wearing my glasses, it's like you see that there's color there, but you don't really know what it looks like. So when I'm wearing my glasses, that's what it is. I think it's just the oil, and then it just builds up into little milia from my glasses. Even though, of course, I keep my face clean. I have a lot. My skin is very sensitive. Anything, and they're like, my skin's like, So, if that works, you guys will definitely hear about it. This is so nice. My dream. Alright. This thing is like liquid gold. I was like, I can use a full pump. Now that I know how expensive it is, I'm using like quarter pump. I'm like, quarter pump per cheek, I guess. This doesn't do it. This is Le Nectar. Like I said, it's like a serum. I've been using it. I used it, the first time I used it was when I forgot all my makeup brushes last week. They were clean. I had them set by the door, and then I just didn't bring them. I didn't have any sponges or anything. All I had was all of my makeup. Actually, I think some of these have, I think I have an Urban Decay set in here. The Wild West one, I think, might have had an eyeshadow brush in it. But I had that, I didn't have anything except this little tiny kabuki brush. A little Fenty one that came with the little tiny setting powder kit. So, I had all my makeup, but I didn't have anything really to put it on. So, I put on my primer. I tapped very light eye makeup on with my fingertips, and it was fine. I used like skin tone just to kind of even it out because my eyelids are, here's dark, my eyelids are dark as well, so I just brightened it up so that my face looked all one color. I tapped on some, I use actually my Kat Von D concealer because that's more skin tone. This is lighter. It's the one that matches the foundation, but it's lighter so that it gives you the look that's desired. I would not recommend this if you're looking for something to just cover up and not wear anything else. It needs to be used in conjunction with the foundation. So I used the Kat Von D one, and then there's a little tiny cushion on top of the setting powder. I put that in, and then I wiped it off with the kabuki brush, and then I put on a tiny bit of blush that didn't even show up on camera because I didn't put enough on. It's weird, when I put on enough blush for you guys to see any kind of tinting here on camera, I look like a clown in real life. So I didn't, it's 20 minutes into this alley chat and I've done nothing. Cool. Okay. I know. I fixed my eyebrows. Fixed. Alright, let's decide which palette do I want to use. I almost started using this one because I used the big Too Faced one for the mirror. And then, of course, there's eyeshadow in here. So I was like, I'll just use this. And I was like, wait, no. I had goals here today. And I don't want to use this one. This is more cool tone. So I'll put this. I'll use it at some point. Put it back in the bag. This one. So these. That says Estee Lauder on it. Candy Glow. That's what it's called. Okay. Want to use those, or do I want to use Christmas coffee? This smells good. I want to use this one, but I've never used Estee Lauder, so I don't know how it's going to apply. So, put on my serum. I don't necessarily want to have to take a wipe to my whole face. So, we'll go ahead and we'll use Christmas coffee. I already put primer on. So, we'll take LaRousse Angled Shading LR117. Look at me, I'm a professional beauty YouTuber. Yeah. We'll take the brush LR117. We're gonna dip it into this Christmas coffee palette. I also have this here. I like stabbed myself with yesterday. That happened yesterday afternoon. Monday afternoon for you guys watching this video. I pinched my skin and it broke a blood vessel or something with the tweezers on accident. But alright, so trying to think what would go good with this color in person versus this color on the monitor. This looks like a more yellowy version of this in person, but it's like a very weird brown olive green on camera. I like that color. It doesn't look it doesn't look like this in person. This is so weird. I wonder what it's gonna look like in the Instagram picture, because I feel like the rest of the coloration in the background looks fine. That might be a little more saturated than normal. I don't know what's causing this to not look right. Anyways, so I think I'll go with these and maybe sprinkle a little bit of that on top. Just be safe. I think that would be safe. Okay. Maybe I didn't pick the right shape brush. I don't know. I think I just go in with it at an angle, right? Angled shading. Look at Allie trying to use real makeup tools. Flop. As in me. This is cute though. It's a little lighter than I thought it would be. Ah, I like holding it at this angle. This is good for me. I don't think this is meant to be used like this. Now, who's going to stop me? No one can stop me now. Haha. Alright, cool, cute. Let's go with this color. Alright. Graham cracker looking. Smells good. This is the first shade. The first shade I liked, but it apparently wasn't very pigmented because I did not push harder into the pan than I did for the first one. And look how much powder came out. I think the first one was just, I think it's just extra light. I like the brush. I am struggling to figure out how to properly use the brush. I need to watch some brush tutorials, I think. This seems right. This seems right looking at the way it's applying. This feels super weird to me. I'm used to just lid flat brushes. I'm not used to actual tools. It's funny how my vision shakes when I put it on. I'm like, oh, just look at that. The ring light's moving. No, it's not. Tell you what, though, this does apply more evenly to the area here that I struggle to have it not go too much with the flat brush. It's almost like I'm using the right tools, and that changes things. This feels a lot more natural on this side. Alright, I think I'm just having a weird mental block. Oh yeah, I like the way that applies better than the flat brushes I've been using in these corners. Because I'm not having the weird stick outs that sometimes I get, like, right here, then I gotta clean it, and then I don't clean evenly, so it looks like there's a little chunk missing, and Alright. Alright, so this eye definitely looks a lot better than the other one. It's a more natural application. I think I'm using it the same way, but I think I'm just holding it upside down on this side. That looks cute. Oh, I like it. Christmas coffee is doing nice for me so far. A lot of fallout though when I tap the brush. That napkin is covered. Let's put some sparkle up in here. Darken up the inner corner. Ooh. Darken up all of it. With some sparkle. You know, I was not expecting like a 40-minute alley chat. I know we're only like 25 in right now. But I mean, let's be real. I'm not even doing my eyes and it's 25 minutes. It's going to be closer to 40. I was not expecting such a long video. I mean, I don't know why, because I'm thinking about everything I wanted to cover here, as in trying out new brushes, picking a new palette, showing off my somewhat of a haul, which has mostly been disassembled, and taking out boxes for recycling, and just kind of telling weird stories about me hovering at the Nordstrom. I don't know why I thought this would be a quick alley chat. It was cool. Bossman left at like 3:30. I finished prepping all the drop downs for OPG Platinum. I was like, let me get started. And then it was like, by the time I gathered everything, it was like 4:10. I was like, cool, I'm gonna be ready to record. I'm gonna get ready into that case of Yu-Gi at like 5 o'clock, and hopefully I'll finish that by 6, and then it can be uploaded by like 8:30. I don't know if any of that's gonna happen. This is cute, though. I've used the brush properly, I think, for the first time in my life. I like it. Good recommendation by Katya. Love it. That was soft. Soft. I did not put the serum under my eyes. Don't worry, I'm not wasting Le Nectar. I also, as soon as I found out the price, I was like, I gotta take a picture of my Pikmin with Le Nectar. And joke about how my Pikmin are eating good. And then have no one understand what I'm talking about. Because no one, I don't think, would look at that and be like, oh, wow, that's a sample size of a $435 serum called Le Nectar. And Allie's memeing about feeding it to her Pikmin. Because in Pikmin Bloom, you feed them nectar. That's hilarious. But that was the intention. Let me make sure it's even. I'm like, oh no, my eyebrows, it's messed up. It's not, it's just that spot up here where I wounded myself. Alright, let's put on Dior Show Mascara. This smells, this is the one I mentioned smells weird, but I use it. I still alternate between this one and my Urban Decay Perversion. This one was also a sample from Katya. The only Dior I own that's not perfume has all come from Katya. Shout out to Katya for letting me live vicariously through sample sizes. It's great. Like I said, if I could, I don't even know if it'd work for my skin type. I would hope so. You never know. But if I could just wear all Dior, it'd be cool. I'd feel cool. I don't know if I'd like it. It might feel weird. I don't know, but I just feel like the serum works well for my skin. Anyways, let's put on our primer, then I'll put on my eye cream. Let's get moving along. By the time I get to put on my foundation, my beauty blender is going to be dry because I talk too much. Alright, let's go. Oh yeah, then I gotta spray my hair. It doesn't look as bad on camera as it does in person, just because. Could also be because I'm not wearing my glasses, so I'm like, that looks nice, and I'm like, I can't even see all the frizz because I'm just blind. I do like my very simple eye look. Of course, I wanted that palette mainly for the green, but the green was not the matching look here this afternoon. Alright, now I need my Sephora brand eye cream, which I use as an under eye primer, essentially. I wanted to record me decorating for the holidays this week on the Trove. But I'm still trying to figure out what I want to put, so I don't think so. Maybe next week. Maybe next week. As I know I want to put up the dinosaur. I know I want to put up a small tree. I don't know what to put on the small tree. I know I want to put up some Christmas pops, like that Eeyore that I had. I accidentally left it over there for a few videos, and I moved it from here to, and then I put it right in front of the stamp coats, I think. And it was supposed to be off camera, but it was just left up there for a few days. I forgot. But the Eeyore, and then I want to get one from last year. I still need to find the rest of the ones from this year to put up. I was thinking I could dig out my Pikmin, put little Pikmin minifigures, decorate the shelf with Pikmin. You dig out the little tiny Santa hats they were talking about, I think either on Saturday or even Monday night stream. Yeah, I might need to wet that again before we get started. So let me run and do that, so I'll be back. If I forget to cut it out, I forget to cut it out. Alright, I didn't feel like it was damp enough. I feel like it had been sitting for too long, which then makes the application not so smooth, so figured just get up and do it. Hopefully I remember to cut that out. Could just be like, Allie, why don't you make your life easier and just stop recording and then re-record when you get back? I don't trust myself to remember to hit the record button when I come back. So, just for the abundance of caution, just make sure to try and remember to do it in post. Alrighty, so let's get started. I will say one thing that's a bit odd with makeup is my skin eats through foundation that feels super quickly. Now that the weather is a bit nicer and it's not as hot in here, it's not as bad. I notice it's been lasting. The longevity of my makeup has gone up just because I'm not, sweating as much, to be completely honest. But I still feel like long wear foundation, even the ones made for oily skin, they don't last super long. I feel like even here the Fenty is the longest I've ever had something last on me. I feel like it kind of peaks after like 2 hours. And then it starts not looking good. So, I don't know. I don't know if maybe I'm too hard on myself. Or I just see it, how it's like when it's fresh and I'm like, that looks great. And then after it settles for, not even like I said, being on super long. And I'm like, I don't like it anymore. Just because I know what it could be versus what it is. But I've looked super greasy in other foundations. It's a really good color match for me as well. This has been the most accurate color match that I've had. Prior to using the Fenty foundation, I had the Kat Von D match. I think it was color number 46 or 56. That was close. It wasn't perfect, but it was better than the first foundation I ever had, which was a MAC foundation. I always hear, oh, MAC foundation's great, and I try it on and look good at the mall, and then I walk outside, and I'm like, that's not my color, but too bad, I've already bought it. And then it just didn't really last for me. Again, the oil my face just eats through it. So, part of me wonders if there's something even better out there, but I don't know. I feel like whenever they do that skin, they have the thing they put up to your face. I don't know if they do it anymore at Sephora, but the machine supposedly tells you what your different color would match. It's never... Even my original Fenty match is not even close. Like when I was trying it on, because I remember the advertisement for all types of skin. So I wanted to go try it, especially having olive skin. It's not like just a cool... Even though that's usually what it matches to, is cool undertone, which is not what I have. So, but the color that they gave was like 3 shades too dark. And yeah, the lady I remember she put it on, and she's like, no. And then we went under, and then I think it was the third under in the line that finally matched. And then it was a little wonky when I first put it on, but then it oxidizes to the right color, so. Once it settles down a little bit, it matches nearly perfect. And of course the under eye, the concealer, it's the same number. It's the matching number as the foundation, but specifically because the style is the under eyes want to be a bit brighter. That's why I was saying it's not for me. I don't use it if all I'm wearing is concealer because it's too bright. It's too bright. The thing is, the Kat Von D concealer I have isn't great either. It works better in the summer because it's a bit dark, but wintertime, I was surprised with how nice it actually looked last week because I was really worried that I'd probably just have to scrap it and start over. Just because it usually settles a bit dark. Just because it's not as sunny out, I don't get a little bit of sunshine on my face that I normally do. So, I mean, it hasn't gotten to like overcast city yet, so that's probably why. Probably come January, it won't be the good color match. But I've noticed I do have also the Fenty Hydrating Foundation in a similar color. And it doesn't seem to match me, but I think it matches when I'm in the winter, so I might start using that come January. I think it might be a better fit. Alright, so I know my face looks weird on camera right now just because it's all shiny. Once I put our powder on here, it'll look better. So, let me get our powder on. A little low on powder, but I already have a backup one, so I don't need to buy. Might get another... Is there some stuff I need to go back for? I forgot that I need my eyeshadow primer. I'm almost actually finished with that. I need to get another one of those. The face primer. Probably be good to pick that one up. I think I'm about halfway done. I don't know if I need to buy another foundation because I do actually have a full-size hydrating at home. I just stopped using the hydrating one because during the summer it just wasn't looking great. So I know I had tried it, I think, in an ALLYCHAT, and then I deleted the ALLYCHAT when I started over, or I had to start over in the middle of an ALLYCHAT because it looked busted. I don't know if you guys remember that. Did that happen? Did I just give up on recording that? I honestly don't know. There's been so many ALLYCHATs that like I start and then I don't like the discussion topic and I can't bring it back in to something that I like, and I'm just like, well, just delete that, just record it a different day. It's been a while since I've done that. Now I just kind of go through it. I'm better, I feel, than when I started at always finding something to talk about. Whether it's planned or not. Sometimes I have an idea of what I want to discuss. Most of the time anymore, I don't. I'm just like, today is the best day of the week to film an ALLYCHAT, so I don't know what y'all are going to hear me talk about, but you're going to hear me talk about something. I almost grabbed and sprayed my face with that. But yeah, I feel like I'm better at filling the void, so to speak. I also feel not as pressured to talk constantly. Sometimes having a bit of silence is not bad. Taking a little break, going a little ASMR territory, you know. Sometimes it's not bad. I want to try that, see if that helps. I feel like my under eyes always go first. They're definitely better since I got the recommendation from the lady at Sephora. I was like, please help me with this. You know, there was supposed to be a Fenty under eye primer thingy. I wonder if it's online only. One of the big reasons, I think I started talking about this, but then I didn't, is I wanted to go to International Plaza this past weekend, as in last weekend, not yesterday. This past weekend for me, even though this past weekend probably implies yesterday and today for you guys watching, is there's a real Sephora there. Is like JCPenney's finally going out of business or something? Because like the Sephoras at JCPenney's are trash. Like the one in Tyrone has nothing. The one in Clearwater has nothing. And it's like, gotta go all the way to drive to Tampa. You can see how my hair dried. Hey, fan, stop it. Dried in the, this thing. It's actually not bad, but... Tearing up the joint. Alright. Great for curlies, coilies, and tight textures when your curls need a boost of moisture. Suggest to use spritz on to rehydrate, to wash and goes, or use to refresh your hairstyle. Alright, so it seems like you can use this wet or dry. I've never used this one before from Pattern, but figured I'd try it. That wasn't like a ton of sprays. It's just this is the first time I've used it, so I had to There is none loaded in the sprayer. Whatever you call that. I love how the pattern stuff smells. It's been working for me, though. It's been working. And then I did like the look I had with it up, though. So I'm going to do that. Put it back in. I just want it to be a bit less frizzy. And it is. I still see some stuff poking out, but a wear and tear of life will do that to your hair. So it smells good. I'll keep using it. And I don't know if I'd buy it again, because obviously I've tried it for once. I've been wearing this spray for a whole 30 seconds, right? So I have no idea what my first impression is of it, but I do like the way it smells. I feel like it did hydrate a bit. I'm looking a little more snatched, as one may say. That looks nice. That looks nice. I also feel like since I bought these many years ago, maybe like 4 years ago or so now at this point, it's a hair tie specifically to prevent breakage. Some kind of weird, it was like German, I don't know, but I was like, sure, I'll buy it. And I hadn't been using it much. I remember when I first got it, I used it a lot, and then I just went back to regular hair ties, but I feel like my hair has been in better shape, less breaking and stuff since I started using this one. This one's getting very stretched out, as you guys saw. I was like, forever. It started off like this big, as most hair ties do. But so I think that'll look good. Let me go ahead and, since it's an ALLYCHAT, my mom hates, anytime after an ALLYCHAT, she always texts me, throw away this. Just for you, Mom, I'll use the thing that's not 90% pan. Even though that's what I still use on a regular basis because I want to finish it. So I'll use my NARS here. Plus I feel like a brighter pink wouldn't look bad with this outfit. So, like I said, for you guys to see, that's the difference too, is I feel like the way I do makeup, as with a lot of YouTube tutorials with, you know, the perfect lighting and different stuff, and you see them use a ton of product, really isn't a good comparison for day-to-day life. Just because, like I said, when I put on blush and you guys can see the nice pink tint on the camera and stuff, and it looks cute on Instagram, I look like a clown. But just with the way the lighting works, I need to use a good amount for it to even show up. But in person, I would say if I was going out on the town, if I did that, I've never done that, but like if I was going out somewhere, this would be too much. But it looks like just the right amount on camera. So that's fine. I remember I used to do my makeup at home. My mom would be like, you know, like before I'd come in for streams, when I didn't have that much going on. When the streams first started, I used to do my makeup at home, come in. Woo, those were the days when I didn't have anything else to do on stream days. But it looks good on camera. Not so great in person, but looks cute on Instagram. Again, it's because of the lighting. Makeup's very tricky. It's very tricky. I do agree that it is, you know, when people say makeup artist, it's like, it is like an art form. It's crazy how you can transform. Like, I do it so I feel like it just enhances my features, but if I wanted to, I can make myself look completely different. I just don't want to. I feel like this is fine, you know? So. I really appreciate that my eye makeup is eye-shaped. Big fan of the, I mean, I will use one of the 6, but big fan, Katya, thank you. I got the hook up with free samples, man. That's good. Alright, last little bit here. Oh, nope, never mind, I lied. We have gloss. Alright, get the fan on in my direction. I can close up this, though. Gotta take that home, make sure they're clean. If not, I do have, as you guys saw, an assortment of sponges here for Wednesday. So if I forget, not too big of a deal. I also got that box of fresh brushes. If I want to live life on the edge. And I put this away while I wait for my face to dry. This I'll just keep on the table. I don't know where, I'll do that after. Alright, but I do like this here. This is a nice color. Every time I wear real lipstick on the channel, I always do this. I just check, and then we record a video, and I have stuff on my teeth. And I'm like, how does this happen? So I'm just going to go ahead and put on that gloss. Let me drink some water. Target was at a Zephyr Hills, so I just got Target brand. I was like, tastes fine. Tastes a bit different, but I don't dislike it. Alright, so let's try this out. It's Lip Injection Lip Gloss. Like I said, Christmas Cocoa Limited Edition Power Plumping Lip Gloss. I just like the package. I'm a sucker for holiday sets from Too Faced. Like, Too Faced stuff tends to always work fine. It's always fine. I don't think I've ever had anything from Too Faced that was bad. I know the primary complaint that I see a lot about Too Faced products is that they're all the same. Which I can see that. It's a lot of neutrals with maybe like one fancy color, like you got this one green. Like, in all honesty, how different is that from this? I mean, yeah, this one has a blue, this one has a green. It's cute. It's scented, it smells good. But I get that. I see that. Too Faced does have a very Too Faced look to it. So, alright, let's try out this Christmas Cocoa. I hold this so you guys can see me put it on, I guess. I don't know. This tastes good. Kids, don't eat your makeup, eat your vegetables, but this tastes good. It feels minty. Maybe that's the plumping effect. Maybe it has some kind of mint in it. You know when you get like Arm & Hammer toothpaste on around your mouth and you're like in tingles? That's what it feels like. This might be a bit dark for this look, but it's not bad. It's okay. I mean, yeah, this is dark, but I didn't think it would be that dark. Yeah, looks cute though. We'll see. Maybe I'll just eat all of it. So will I look like this in today's videos? I have no idea. Like I said, in person it looks a bit clowny. On camera, though, it looks cute. I might adjust the settings for the ring lights. I still feel like I look too shiny. But, with that, let me turn down this fan. This fan's on, like, level 2. I need a level 1. I guess I tried out some new products. Christmas coffee. Tried out some samples. Talked about what I picked up recently. I think that's all I have. Gotta go flatten up the recycling. Take some thumbnail pictures. Then, getting into that full case of Yu-Gi-Oh! Burst of Destiny that you guys saw on Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening at this point, at Titan Cards. So longer alley chat than I anticipated, but based on my schedule plan, I don't think I'm that far behind. So hopefully everything turns out well. I'm not uploading videos at like midnight, so we'll see. Of course, you guys will know what had happened with that. For me, that is still to come. But that does it here for this episode of Alley Chat, so thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to go ahead and hit that like button. Any comments from me, questions, suggestions, concerns, I don't know, go ahead and leave those down below in the comment section. And of course, if you're not yet part of the Ally's Treasure Trove family, I'd love to have you join us. Make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, before I get on out of here, I do have to give a big shout out to all of my patrons over on Patreon. Thank you so much, you all, for your above and beyond supports. I really, truly do appreciate it. We have 6 Ultimate Excavators: Cassidy, Jack Perez, Keith Muta, Mako, Mark Mardini, and Stephen Olivo, 2 Gemstone Miners, Andon and Stephen Bly, and 1 Crystal Collector, TJ Christensen. But thank you so much to all of my patrons, whether you're on a tier in which I say your name at the end of every video or not. Really, truly do appreciate your guys' above and beyond support, so thank you so much. Oh, I guess for suggestions in the comments, what would you like to see on the shelf? Do you have any other ideas besides tree, giant tinsel dinosaur that lights up, that'll be plugged in constantly, Pikmin? I don't know. Let me know what you guys would like to see on the shelf when I refresh it for the holiday season. Probably organize everything for next week, and at some point film that next week, because I just want to have the stuff up so I can enjoy it for as long as possible. But I think that does it here for this one. Gave my shout outs to my patrons. Talk to you guys at the end, like, subscribe, all that cringe. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Take care, and I hope to catch you guys next time as we unearth some more treasures here on Ally's Treasure Trove. Stay safe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye!